Hi everyone, I am sure that you are doing great. Today we learn about intentions. What is an intention and what does it do for us? Intention is a feeling that comes from your thought that you are sure of something to happen. And to make that happen in your life, you put your positive thoughts in that action and you get a result. So that is an intention. So intention is something invisible, but it gets you what you want in the physical form. An intention can be good, an intention can be bad. If you have wrong thoughts for a person and if you want to bring bad luck or do something bad for the person, it begins in your mind. But if you correct everything in your mind and transmute your bad thoughts that are erupting in anger or any unconscious behavior that you don't want to act on, then you have to switch off your mind then and there. Now there is a warning here. Never think about wrong things in your life or never think ill of any other person, because it will surely come back to you because you've already put that in your mind. Beware, your mind is a tool that brings back everything that you're thinking inside. The form can be different. Money loss, loss of your spouses, loss of your family members, loss of any property. Whenever something is lost, it happens because you had a thought about it in your subconscious mind, which is being replicated out unknowingly. You can do one thing there. You can observe your mind, know why things are going wrong or why you have the losses, and you can start to transmute those thoughts into the positive ones. For example, I ended up in a bad relationship. My job would be not to curse that person, not to speak bad of that person. And if I'm speaking bad or if I'm erupting anger on that person, my job is to fix that anger inside me and emit positivity for that person so that I don't end up hurting the other person and I don't end up hurting myself and regret for anything in my life. Basically, I'm picking the observation of my behavior, why something is going wrong. So my intention would be to fix those things through the best practices that I can do. You cannot hurt a person because it will pain in your heart. If it is not paining today, it will come back to you in any other form and it will pain a lot inside you. Now, your intentions have a power. Your intention is the feeling of your thought. When you are in unconditional love with yourself, your intentions are always right for yourself and you have the power to convert everything wrong that is going in the outside world into the positive form. Here I would ask you one question. Have you ever thought why wrong things happen to people even if they have good intentions? Even if they have not thought anything wrong for other person to happen, then also sometimes wrong things happen to the person who is doing an action. It unconsciously troubles the other person. For example, I have put my heart and soul to make a cake for a person, and the person doesn't know about it. The person enters the house and is in a very angry mood, and the anger erupts on me, and the cake is left as is, because then I would understand, okay, the person is erupting anger and it's not right for me to present the cake. But somewhere I have gotten hurt. Why? Because I had that cake out and I was in a mood to surprise that other person. At that time, keep calm and send blessings, or just have patience with yourself and wait for the right moment. That will build up an understanding in your relationship. This is a very minute observation in your behavioral patterns. Another thing is, for example, somebody's life is running smooth and suddenly something happens and the person tips off. The person is now not able to understand why this is happening. For example, the person was in a job. In the job, suddenly they lost their job. And there is nothing in the hands of the person that they can do at that time. At that time, they can understand that they have to lose this thing today so that they can find their strength and start a business or go to another job where they can outperform themselves. Now, how do you use this intention? Use it for yourself. If I complain that, you know what, this job gave me my sad days, this job is something that came to me because of my own wrongdoings, don't do that. Because it is de-amplifying your positivity of life. So you have to change the pattern of your thoughts that you are carrying. You have to think in a very different way so that different things can happen to you. If you are thinking in the same way, then same things will happen to you. So the understanding is you have to break that thought pattern. Now digging very deep into certain life examples. Now if somebody loves a person and the love is not reaching the other person, the person is trying very hard to reach out, but whenever they both talk, they end up into hurting the other person. The other person might shout, might be angry, and one person could be very still because they have learned to be in silence. They have learned how to keep calm. what happens then? There is the case where you have to set your intentions right. You have to understand one thing, that whatever you're carrying inside the behaviors, they have been transferred you from your, I would say, genes. And the genes didn't develop in one day. They developed from your parents. Your parents got it from your grandparents. It's like a chain of energy linking together that goes into a child. But it has to amplify out, because your mind is exactly giving you what you have in your mind till you learn how to break that pattern. Only one thing in this world can break the thought patterns that you have already created, that are giving you something painful in return, even if you are setting the intentions right. At that time, you'll cry, you'll ooze out your pain, but from within you'll always have that wonderful feeling of the love that you always carried for yourself. At that time, remember one thing, that you're not here to hurt anyone, and because of you, you cannot let anyone hurt. So whatever has happened in that situation, accept it by the power of unconditional love. And it's not easy to do that, because when you try to do something good and in return you get something which is painful to accept, it is only given to you so that you can build up your internal strength, so that you can transmute that pain into good thinking. It is done to you so that when you do it, you can help the other person to understand and grow. Because you have to set an example for yourself first. And that is how you become mentally strong. It doesn't mean that you have to do it that way, or you have to learn that way by setting up good intentions and you want the opposite result. No, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying sometimes you are in a situation when you're trying to do good, but the opposite happens. The only thing that you have to realize at that time is your good intentions are always watched by the universe. So here, you are here to correct your own behavior. When you are in the understanding of these deeper concepts of life, that you are unconsciously giving out the behavior that has been carried from your ancestral patterns, because you are a child of that whole family. You have the power to break those thought patterns by the power of unconditional love. Because you make a choice that, irrespective of anything, I'll stay warm to myself, I'll stay calm inside, no matter what, I'll let the storm pass. And if you're struggling to get out of that thought pattern, you know one thing, that universe is always with you. And if you believe in God, believe in the power of God or the universe or anything that you believe in, because that is how you have come till here today. With that power of believing and putting always good intentions in your thoughts, you will have the power to come out of that situation. So keep on flowing in life. Yes, the pain will come, but that pain will make you stronger. So whenever in life you are becoming something that you have never thought that you would do this in life, you have to pass through some things that you have never thought. Because that adversity will help you to stand tall and still. How to do that? If you can keep your mind very, very still and come to a state of thoughtlessness, you can easily transmute that pain, because you would have learned to break the thought patterns that are already existing in the subconscious mind. And when you break all the thought patterns, you'll simply just flow in the life. And you would understand the meaning of why pain is happening to you, even if you're putting good intentions. So don't be shy to face yourself. You have the power within to find that strength within you. Be conscious of what you're thinking and never think wrong of any person in your life, no matter of what they are doing, no matter that you are being hurt by their actions. Yes, you can stay away, because you don't want to get hurt, right? But if so many bad things are happening around, the pain is getting inside, find the strength inside you by observation of your mind. And even if you progress 0.00001% every day, that is a progress. So one step at a time, million steps in million days. So stay smiling, and you're blessed with innate power to reach your dreams, because it will happen to you for sure, because somebody up and somebody inside you is always talking to you. You just have to be brave to understand that everything is within you. So always have good intentions, always and always. Thank you so much for listening, and everything is infinite, unconditional love.